Okay, people, how's everyone doing? Good, I hope. Just want to make a video about the Atari VCS, the Atari Video Computer System. You know, now we love this. We love it. We think it's awesome. You know, and we'll clean them once a day with one of these yellow cloths and a bit of Mr. Sheen. And I got this sort. It's called multi-surface polish. Spring fresh wood, glass, metal, plastic, all the things that make up the entire VCS. And yeah, just clean it once a day, man. And yeah, brilliant. I like my stuff looking great, man. Yeah, so the entire VCS, man, I love it. I love it. I love it. There's a new game on the entire VCS star called Colorful Boy 2. Yeah, and it's $3.99, and it's a new indie dev for the entire VCS. And there's 209 games now on the entire VCS star, and there's more to come. So brilliant stuff, people. We don't get bored with my entire VCS. Because I've got so many games to play, and we've got so many different ways to play games on my entire VCS. And every day I'm finding out new games to play and new things, new games that we didn't even know existed, man. You know what I'm saying? Now we can play PC mode, or we can just use the entire VCS normally through its normal OS. We can use Battle Series, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Just so many options, and it's easy. And and the great thing about the Atari VCS, you don't have to be a computer whiz to make it all work, man. All you have to do is get the right USB devices. Now, make sure if you are getting Battle Saver, make sure it's fucking Linux, right? Compatible. Now, make sure it's fucking Linux compatible, because the Atari VCS is a fucking Linux PC. So make sure if you are getting Battle Saver, make sure it's Linux compatible, right? So I'm just going to show you, right? If you are going to get Battle Saver, this is the one I recommend, the 2 terabyte Battle Saver drive. So make sure it's fucking Linux, right? Okay, but awesome. This two terabyte drive has over 100,000 games on it, man, from different systems, arcade systems and arcade games and stuff. Brilliant, man. And it comes with this cable that's specific for it, right? This cable will only work with this device, so make sure if you are going to get one of these things, it comes with this cable, because it's not a normal USB. It's slightly different. You know what I'm saying? Now, this end is normal. This is the end that goes in the Atari VCS. But this end, I'll show you. It's different, as you can see. So this end goes into the hard drive, and the other end goes into the VCS, man. Right? But it's awesome, man. Now to add games to this thing, which you don't have to, there's 100,000 games in this, man. But if you want more, get a laptop, or you can just transfer the games onto it fucking wirelessly, man. But this has to be on the same Wi-Fi network, and your laptop or PC has to be on the same network. And you just transfer the files, man. You know what I'm saying? Now, trust me, man, if we can do it, anyone can do it. It just takes a bit of learning, man, a bit of research. And there's tons of videos on YouTube teaching you how to use Battle Series. And there's tons of cool games and features that Battle Series has, and it works great on the Atari VCS. So awesome, people, Now, Atari themselves are currently fucking knocking it out of the park, man, right? They're doing very, very well. And fair play to them, man. They're doing all the right things, they're releasing Mortal Kombat Collection on all the consoles, man. But for some reason, there's no Atari VCS version. But that doesn't matter, because if you have Xbox Game Pass, that'll work on the Atari VCS. So just download the Xbox Cloud Gaming app for the VCS. It's free. And once you have Xbox Game Pass Ultimate, you can play your Game Pass games on it. And Mortal Kombat Collection is going to be on Xbox Game Pass. So you can play it on your Atari VCS that way. Or I believe it's coming to Steam. Now, you can also play Steam games through PC mode on your Atari VCS. So if you want to play the game, you can go that route. So, but it's a shame that Atari won't make a version for the VCS specifically. I think it's more capable of doing it. They just don't want to do it for whatever reason, Well, that might change, hopefully, because I'm not the only one complaining that they won't make a VCS version of Mortal Kombat Collection. But look, I say, you can play it through Xbox Game Pass or Steam, and there's a PlayStation 5 version, and it'll be also on the Switch. So Atari are currently killing it, and fair play to them. You know what I'm saying? We'll just hope they don't abandon the Atari VCS, because it is over 5 years old, and its limits have been reached, unfortunately, but that doesn't mean it's a bad fucking thing. You know what I'm saying? Because indie devs are releasing games for all the time. And these are awesome games, man. Platforming games, puzzle games, stuff like that. It's supporting the indie devs, which are just normal people like you and me, making games for the Atari VCS. And Atari, pretty much fucking, they're great to work with. They give these developers most of the money, man, if you know what I'm saying. I think the indie developers the indies get 80% of the money, and Atari keeps 20%. So that's pretty damn good, man, So yeah. And these games will stand out more on the Atari VCS because there's not that many games on the Atari VCS. But on the Switch, it's overcrowded. These games could get overlooked. So it's a win-win for everybody, man. So yeah, I love the Atari VCS. But unfortunately, yes, in my opinion, I think that's why Atari won't bring out Mortal Kombat Collection for the VCS itself, because its limitations have been reached, which is unfortunate. But like I say, Xbox Cloud Gaming, you can play it through that way, or Steam. So yeah, and now I believe PC mode. If you are going to use Steam, you're better off upgrading the VCS to maximum specifications, which is, I believe, 32 gigabytes of RAM and a 2 terabyte SSD drive. So it'd be good enough to play Steam games, but I believe you have to turn down the graphical settings, but it's still playable. Now, my VCS is only 8 gigabytes of RAM, 32 gigabytes of storage, so it won't be powerful enough to run Steam games. You know what I mean? But I don't know, because I don't have Steam, to be honest with you. Because I play my games through Xbox Cloud Gaming. Now, people say to me it's streaming and all this, but it's still awesome. You know what I'm saying? Once I can play the game on my VCS and I can enjoy it, I don't care that it's being streamed, man. You know what I'm saying? So awesome. Awesome. So yeah, brilliant stuff. So I can't, there's nothing else left to say. The Atari VCS is awesome. More games will come out on the Atari VCS. Hopefully Atari release Night Driver Recharged. I've been asking Atari to release that game for years now. For some reason they keep ignoring it. I don't know why that is. If Atari did release Night Driver Recharged on the VCS, people would buy it, man. I tell you, because I'm not the only one that wants it, man. You know what I'm saying? But they have other priorities, I guess. Because Night Driver is not a very popular franchise. It's not as popular as Centipede or Asteroids, but it's still an awesome game. I love it, man. So yeah, but yeah, so just yeah, brilliant. Now nothing lasts forever. You know what I'm saying? Eventually, they will stop supporting the Atari VCS because, like I say, its limitations have been met. And it's not in their interest to support a platform that's pretty much at the end, man. Unfortunately, I wish I wasn't saying this, but I just had to accept that, man. But 5 years for a crowd-funded console is pretty amazing, man. And it has a great fan base on Facebook. The Atari VCS fans, enthusiasts, and Facebook page. It has over 1,000 members, and we're all very loyal, and we look at the Atari VCS. We share our experiences playing games with the VCS and other things, photographs and videos, and it's just an awesome group, man. And yeah, brilliant stuff. Yes, that's it, man. I can't think of anything else left to say. So yeah, like I say, there's a new game on the Atari VCS, Colourful Boy 2, which is $3.99. It's an awesome platforming game. It kind of it's sort of like the Atari game that came out there a while ago, Combinera. It's sort of like that, platforming game. You have to avoid obstacles and stuff like this. But it's awesome, in my opinion. So yeah, brilliant stuff. So that's it. I can't think of anything else left to say. So I definitely recommend people taking care of their Atari VCS. Get a yellow cloth, like I said, a bit of Mr. Shane, and just once a day clean it, man. That's if you care about it, but I love it, man. That's why I'm going to keep it looking at the Atari VCS. I love it, man. Yeah. So yeah, that's it. I hope Atari bring out more games for it, but I don't think I just get a feeling that Atari are pretty much done with the VCS. But I hope I'm wrong, man. Like the last game they brought out was Breakout Beyond, which was a good game, and then they brought out iRobot, but iRobot was out on the other consoles for a long time before I came out on the VCS. So I think they sort of did that sort of reluctantly for some reason. I don't know why that's the case, but I just get the feeling that they did it just to keep us happy, I guess. I just get the feeling that they didn't want to they didn't really want to bring out iRobot or Breakout Beyond for the VCS. That's the feeling I get. Because, look, I say, as hard as for me to accept, everything comes to an end. You know what I'm saying? And I feel the limitations of the VCS have been met. But that's not a bad thing. It's just at the end, man. You know what I'm saying? But that's my opinion. I think the Atari VCS still has a few years left in it. We're going to see more games, especially from indie devs, because it's a win-win for them, because they're getting most of the money and they're getting loads of exposure, there's no sort of expiry date for the Atari VCS in terms of the hardware. It's just whether developers feel it's worth it to keep making games for a system that's 12 years old, and yeah, it is, man, And that's why Atari aren't outright abandoning it, because they realise that it has a large indie dev scene that are supporting it, and from indie devs, Atari Age and other places. So I think Atari are smart by not just outright abandoning it. But we just get the feeling that slowly but surely they're just fucking... They seem to be more focused on the Atari 2600 Plus and stuff like this, and watches and all the sort of stuff. Total Eclipse, they bought Total Eclipse, and they're releasing their games on those systems except the VCS, because they feel like it's not worth developing something for a 5-year-old console. A lot of hard work. It's harder, I guess, for them to put Mortal Kombat collection on the VCS itself. But hopefully they change their minds, Because I still think it's powerful enough to run Mortal Kombat collection, because most of those are just like Mega Drive, Super Nintendo versions of Mortal Kombat, which I think the VCS is more capable of running those sort of games. It's just when you get to games like Mortal Kombat 11 and the later Mortal Kombat games, it would struggle, man. But it's not impossible, you know what I'm saying, in my opinion. So I'm going to leave it at that, right? The entire VCS, I love it, man. And it's an awesome system. So yeah, just clean it once a day. And again, my opinion, get yourself a yellow cloth and just nice and easy, man. You know what I'm saying? And get a Mr. Shane multi-surface polish, man. Wood, glass, metal, plastic, right? And it has a spring fresh smell. So it'll keep your VCS looking awesome and smelling awesome. So that's it. I hope everyone has a good day. The Atari VCS, I believe, when the VCS came out in 2020, I said I think the VCS will last till 2027, and I'm going to stick by that. I think by 2027, it'll be over 7 years old, and really it'll be past its it'll be past its date of usefulness. I don't think developers could get any more out of it, man. Unless Atari bring out a VCS 2, which if they did, I'd love that to happen. Make it better, more powerful. Make it so that the update process for the VCS is better. Because that's a problem with the VCS had, updating it. People's systems bricked and stuff like this, and they had to flash it, the USB drive, just to get it going again. So all these sort of early problems. And then in the VCS store, sometimes buying games, I mean, you buy a game and it doesn't go through, man, if you know what I'm saying to you. And sometimes you get charged twice to buy the same game because it didn't go through the first time. So all these sort of problems. And then the fucking zip code problem. You tend to enter a zip code, you deal, nothing happens. And so people were pissed off about that, you know what I mean? So, I had its problems, but for me, they were minor, in my opinion. A lot of people sort of gave up on the VCS a long time ago. That's unfortunate, but it is what it is. But there are still a lot of die-hard supporters like myself that still love it, and we want to see more games, and we will see more games. Looks like primarily from the indie devs, which is great. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to leave it at that. So I definitely recommend people checking out the new game on the VCS store called Colour Boy 2 or Colourful Boy 2. Yeah. So that's it. I hope everyone has a good day. Take care. All the best and bye bye.